Unfortunately, I have overestimated my ability to use the bus system here in Seoul. So if anybody can tell me how do I figure away which bus to take, I'd really appreciate it. Today I am here to talk about a digital healthcare ecosystem that serves the patient, the doctor, the hospital, but also the insurance and pharma as big players in the industry. And our project is called Aimedis. Now, I would like to know which of you are individual investors here today. Like, raise your hand. Okay, good. Because healthcare, until recently, was an industry in which you could not get into as an individual investor. But thanks to the ICO space, now we can invest individually in this industry. So let's go a bit through the highlights. When we talk about healthcare, healthcare has become a luxury. It is not affordable to everyone everywhere. There are countries in this world where healthcare is a luxury. People cannot afford the best medical services. There are also people here who cannot travel to the big cities like Seoul and Busan, right, to benefit from the best of healthcare. Also, for the doctor, if the doctor does not receive good opportunities in his country, he will leave. So we are losing our talent to countries that are maybe more welcoming or more appealing to the young doctors. Also for hospitals. Now, we were in Bangkok and we were talking to an insurance company there, and they said it is very hard for hospitals in Asia to communicate to hospitals in Europe, in the US, or in Australia or in other parts of the world. Because it is hard as it is to communicate with hospitals in the same country. If there's an emergency, if the patient needs additional care, if we have people who suffer from advanced medical conditions. So we are addressing this problem. Also for pharma and insurance, they need dedicated ecosystems. So they don't lose money and they don't take too much of our money. Our unique USPs, unique selling points, are the fact that Aimedis is already a functional product and it is running in 5 countries. Currently in Germany, it is being used by 20 hospitals, part of 3 hospital chains. In Switzerland, in Netherlands. In Asia, we are being used in Bangkok hospitals, private hospitals for now. And we will start the collaboration with China. Right now we're looking to collaborate with people from South Korea as well. So if you have tips, suggestions on which people, which companies, which hospital chains we should interact with while we are here, please let me know. We will be in Asia for about 4 months. We have medical records and prescriptions. We also have AI. At this current stage on the platform, the AI reads through the prescriptions and gives insights to pharma and to doctors and hospitals on treatments that are being used, frequency, and predicts how many treatments will be used, how many treatments will be given in the following year. What the AI will do going further, it will collect the patient experience and together with medical research and data from trackers and devices and apps, we give insightful information. It's okay. We'll give an insightful information to doctors, to hospitals, and to pharma. Because right now, pharma does not have our patient experience. Pharma has data from companies mostly, or from the big players, does not have the patient experience. We are building now, inside the ecosystem, a social media platform for patients. And this means that I, as a patient, can go on the platform, share my experience, teach other people. For example, teach them, so I have diabetes. I can teach them how to take their insulin, how to do their blood sugar. I can tell them how to have a good lifestyle. So I love traveling, I am a nomad, and I know people are sometimes afraid to travel when they have a medical condition. I can give that experience to them. And I get voted by the community members, and I get incentivized, I get the token. And then I can use the token on exchanges, or I can use the token inside the ecosystem and buy medicine, get access to more information, buy reports, and so on. We also have a dual blockchain model. I know some of you mentioned today that they're interested in the technology. This is the technology. We are building our own blockchain medical model, but also we will use a public blockchain model, which I will show later on. For the social media platform, we are thinking of using EOS or VeChain, if you're familiar with them. And for our own ecosystem, will be a private blockchain built by us. We have certifications because healthcare is a very regulated industry. So you cannot go into healthcare without having the certifications, being compliant, and that is why we are expanding only 2 countries per year. Multiple language. So if you want to talk to your doctor in your local language, and let's say you are traveling outside of South Korea, you can find a doctor that speaks your language. We have existing customers, so at this point, 10,000 patients are using the ecosystem privately, 5 hospital chains, 3 pharma, and about 20 independent hospitals. So the e-health market has a lot of potential. I know for people who want to invest, stats are important. So e-health is a good market. It's not the type of market where you get instant profit, but it is the type of market where you get profit in the long term. It is slow, but it is not affected by economical crisis, political, or geolocated issues. People always get sick, so people always need services in healthcare. And in this regard, it's a good investment. In AI is becoming an important player, an important industry. We see a lot of investment, $14.9 billion US dollars invested in healthcare and in AI, in the past 5 years. This means that AI is important. And we are seeing a rise in AI projects in the healthcare space. And we are already in it with Aimedis. To give you an insight on how it looks. So Aimedis offers a lot of services. It's the first project to address all services. So you get everything you need inside an ecosystem. And this includes remote care. So, for example, homes for elderly, remote care for women with high-risk pregnancy, remote care for patients who have disabilities. This is important because someone has to take care of them. We also have the shared content where people share. We also have the social media platform for patients. But we also have the opportunity, and this is why blockchain is important for supply chain management in pharma, because you need to understand where your medicine is coming from, right? Were you ever curious to see where your treatment, where your medicine is coming from? Now you can see with the help of blockchain. On the right you have the model. It's very technical, I don't want to go into it, but if you do have questions, you can come to my table there, and I will gladly explain to you how it works. And this is the product overview. Like I said, we offer a very detailed range of services. And the all-in-one solution, right? with pre-care and aftercare, Aimedis, dual blockchain, I'm social, Aim Connect. This is where you can gather all your trackers and medical app data and put it on your profile. The doctor can access it only if you give it permission. How we use the blockchain, we don't store patient data on the blockchain, but we store the IDs of who is accessing your data. So you know 24/7 who is accessing your data, why, and you can prevent them to access your data if you don't want to. This is our team. It's an international team. I think it is important to mention that the co-founders are doctors. They are German doctors, which is why we first launched in Germany. They have over 12 years of experience each. The team is international and helps us gain insights in the local markets. In our advisory board, we have people in healthcare because it is important to have people who know the industry, but also people from the blockchain side. Some of our big partners, SRH is the hospital chain in Germany, the first one who partnered up with us. And we started working with them this year. So if you have curiosity to Google them, if you don't think we're true, please do that. Pfizer, we also started working with Pfizer. This is the first of the pharma companies that believed in us. MIOT.ai is a Chinese AI medical device company that will help us get into China, for example. And we will have an app, mobile app, but also a browser app. So for people who are of a certain age and don't want to use mobile phones, they can still access the ecosystem through browsing. In terms of the revenue model, so the basic functionalities are always free. Patients do not have to pay in order to use the ecosystem. They will pay for the services, but the services are already discounted because we work directly. There is no middleman that makes the price, right? Hospitals, partners, companies that work with us need to hold at least $20,000 US worth of our token, which is the AIM token. 20% of our revenue is invested in the AIM Social, the social media platform. And we're looking to expand at 2 countries per year, which is the minimum. Income streams, so how our partners can make money on the platform through video consult, appointments and prescriptions, market penetration, big data and research trials, medical blockchain solution, because we will sell our blockchain solution for other companies, and a lot more to come. The roadmap. So the blockchain technology will be fully functional in the next year after we end the ICO. So after we end the crowd sale, we go straight into working on the technology side. What's important here, 2020, it is when the AI, because AI takes a lot of time and we need to adapt, we need to regulate it, we need to be compliant. 2020 will be when we release Aimedis 3.0 with AI and a fully operational blockchain solution. A bit of the fundraising, 57% will be put into development. To give you an idea, Aimedis right now eats $20,000 per month for development part, for the already running version. Going forward, it would cost about $100,000 per month just the blockchain developers. And this is us. Please go to aim.aimedis.com. We have white paper in Korean, and we also have an investor deck, an investor pager in Korean. I'm sorry I cannot deliver the presentation today in your language. I would have loved to. In Romania, they only teach us French and German and English. So, kamsahamnida.